Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday mornings, this 5 Live. All ready for a new week. I got an early night last night, so I really needed it. I got up at 4 o'clock on Sunday for the last Hayes Boot Fair, and that's just puts you a little bit out for the day. So this morning, what have I done? Well, I've updated my spreadsheet with all of my items that I've sourced. And I did a little haul video whilst I was doing that, going through. So I've got to shovel that together. I might put that up later today. 2 videos in one day, be a bit crazy, but we'll probably go for that. I managed to burn my hand on the way up here. I was holding a cup of tea in one hand and a load of boxes of shoes that I'm going to list and various bits and bobs. And I was thinking, I'm all right. Came in here, and then all of a sudden, my foot hit something, and the tea spilt, and the majority of it went on this chair. So I'm actually sitting on newspaper, and it's not because I'm about to have a senior accident. It's because I've spilt tea all over it. So it's a good sign. I've got like a red thumb. But there we go. So yeah, early night last night, and I really am glad. I'm kind of back in the land of the living, and I'm trying to sort of keep off looking at my phone or looking at screens too much. I'll just do my work, focus on that. And I was a bit slack on the listing last week, but I did a load of easy listings yesterday, easy peasy. So I'll probably talk about that tomorrow when we do the listing league. So we're going to have lots and lots of videos coming out early in the week, and then nothing for ages. We'll say a few hellos. It's Pete the Monkey Thrifter. Good to see you. JJ. Pete, happy chap, 84. I'm assuming it's because you were born in 1984, Pete, not because you're 84 years old. Hello, Neil. Good to see you. Yes, I'm well. I hope you are well too. I hope everyone is well in the chat. Pure Retro. G'day, Fane Simon. Good to see you. Tamar Bell. Good to see you too. Sam, Limelight Vinty. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. All of you regulars, it's always great to see you. If you've got any lurkers, if any lurkers want to pop their head up and say hello, I always like to say hello to a lurker. I managed to get a couple last week come out. Vintage Views. How you doing, Vintage? Vicky, holding the toys. Got a few toys this week. Got a battle cat, which isn't bad. Off a guy who sells toys. He was very much, the store was toys and he knew all about it. Got Lee in. Good to see Lee. And Damien's in as well. Pete the Jar. Like cinema music. Right, let's get some listing done. I think I've been trying to list 10 a day, and I think what I might do is just pull it back a bit to 5 a day, but try and keep the consistency. Sales wise, I was doing really well. Still good. Still averaging over £100 a day. And I had a £225 sale, which probably really helped it. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, really. Lurkers, we've got some lurkers. Hello, Kiwi girl. Good to see you. Are you in New Zealand? I've been to New Zealand. Taupo. Did a bungee at Taupo. Probably pronounced that wrong. Lovely. And the glowworm caves, up all on the North Island. I was on the South Island for one day. I did it all in the North Island, which is silly, really, because the South Island's cracking. Phil Higginson, good to see you. You're not a lurker. You're a chatter. Chatters and lurkers. Having lots of issues with buyers not paying. I've had a couple of issues. I've had 3 things which could potentially be returned. 2 are returns. I would say they're all my fault. Hold your hand up. So I sold this. Now, normally I sell these and they go to a little man who buys them off me sort of fairly regularly for normally guarantee the price. That way, it just went to someone else, normal person. I thought, well, that's strange, but I got my 50 to 60 quid, and got a message. Got 2 messages. First message saying there's no sensor bar in there, and I was like, that's unusual. And the second message was, it doesn't work. Put in it's DVD, put in a wee disc, and it just ejects. So I had a look at the listing, had a look at my photos, because normally I pack it, pretty much in the same way. And there was no sensor bar in there. So I kind of at this point think it's genuine. Now, I've sold a lot of these. I've been busier because I've been selling more, been listing more, been selling more, been trying to source more. And I said, well, send it back. I did my usual and, got in contact, very, very apologetic. Firstly, when something goes wrong, just got to, most of the time, you get a sense for what it is. And then if you think you've done something wrong, you've got to hold your hand up, haven't you? So, just sort of like got in contact and I've refunded it. She sent it back. I've refunded it. I explained the process to her and everything and just trying to make it easy for her. Another one, I sold a thermos flask. It's £10 and so not a great sale. The annoying thing about returns when you get them back is like you basically, if you resell it again, you're paying 3 times the postage, 3 times £3 or whatever it is, which can be a little bit of a kick in the teeth on when there's not much margin. Thermos flask sold. It arrived. They said it arrived dirty. Now I think I probably would have cleaned the outside. I probably missed, giving it a real good clean on the inside, which is terrible, really. And the other thing they said was wrong with it is when you screwed the cup on, the cup handle wasn't in line with the flask handle, which I thought was a little bit picky. I thought they were being a little bit picky, but again, I just said, okay, here's what you do, hopefully you're happy, the other one I had was I sold an Airfix. I think it's all like things I've done wrong lately. I sold an Airfix model, and on the box it said Liberator, Airfix type of plane apparently. Inside the box, the kit was in a sealed bag, so I thought I've got a sealed Liberator kit. Sold £30, goodbye. Or 26 quid because it went on an offer. Sent it off. Guy contacts me and said it's not a Liberator. It looks like it's a Spitfire or whatever. So I had a good look at the photos. I could see the fuselage and I could see the windows in it. I had a look at the box and what was on the box lid. And they were right. Different model kit in the wrong box. So again, hold my hands up. Had the conversation with him, and in the end, I did a £16 refund, which he was happy with. He can use the kit now. That saves me the postage back, and and that's about what it sells for. I think he said, I said, well, how much are they worth? And the difference would have been about a £10 refund, but I actually offered him more. And again, it's just dealing with problems, So there you go. Let's have a look. I am in New Zealand. Glowworms, Waitoma Caves. Went in there with. We're all sat on these big inflatable tires or inner tubes. Amazing, absolutely brilliant. Waitoma. I've got a photo of that somewhere. That was back in 1995, I think. It's a long time ago. New Zealand is stunning. It's fantastic. Absolutely. I'll almost say the best place on earth. It's absolutely brilliant. And it was weird because I was a year in Australia and then I went to New Zealand and then I knew I was coming home. And it just kind of reminded me of being home, but it's nice. Well, I say nice. It's always nice being at home, but it seemed bigger. The sky seemed bigger, like further up and more clouds. It was really weird, but it was just that feeling of, oh, it's homish, So, yeah, it was fantastic. Catan. Hello, Catan, Pacal. Click, buy. I might just call you click, buy. Dealing with a buyer moaning about a toaster. There's probably a joke there somewhere. She wants to exchange not toasting the bread evenly. Yeah. It is difficult. Thermos. You want to clean out and leave a bit of white vinegar get inside. It's killing the smells. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Me being slack, unfortunately. Twisted Ghost. Hello, Twisted Ghost. I don't think that's a regular chatter. So good that you said hello. Right, let's get on and do some listing. 5 things. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna just try and stick to 5 a day. What I've noticed with the listing league is a lot of people have numbers in and numbers out are very, very similar. So you might get, if you're dealing with media, it might be like 100 in, 100 out, or other more specialist buyers, it might be 50 in, 50 out. I seem to be more like this week. I think I've had about 50 in listed and maybe 25 sold, giving the game away of what I'm going to say tomorrow. So the thing, I want to keep my regular listing going, but I need to focus on the current stock and getting it gone. Do need to get it gone. Get it sold. I want that on some merch. Right, let's get listing. This will all be in the haul video later because I've just sort of like grabbed it. This is a pair of Hotter, lovely condition, but has been worn. It's a worn once jobby. People wear these indoors just for comfort, I think. They're called Star, I think. Yes, Star. Size 6, good size. Right, let's have a look. I'm practically new. Look, this is where I spilt my tea, by the way. Look at that bit of paper. This is what I've got to go and grab today for packing. 5 items that have to be gone today. So let me know what you got in the chat and how your week's been, or if you've got any plans for the week coming up. Complained about the handle. Well, I thought that. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit ridiculous. But what I will do, lesson learn, or if it had to be learned, is I will mention it in the description. But it is what it is. If you get an arsehole, just deal with it. Try and make sure you don't get a neg off it, and move on and learn from it. Yeah. A word about that keyboard you sold me. When did I sell a keyboard? I can't remember a keyboard. I haven't sold a keyboard in ages. I think he's pulling my leg again. JJ said quiet week. Yeah, I had a quiet week, really. It was really weird. Just busy with other things. Just try and get back to be sort of like, if I can do 5 a day this week. I'm worried about boot fairs have ended. So if I keep doing sort of 10 a day, by the time I get to February, I won't have anything to list. So I'm thinking if I cut it back to 5 a day, but really look at current stock, so I can try and get those numbers. I see people's like 3 months, what you see on the phone, and they have like 100 listed in 90 days, like 400 sold. Now mine is my active is about 800, and my sold is normally about half, like 400 sold but off 800. Yeah, I need that seesaw balance changing. A listing with 104 variation. Took 2 days to research and draft. Wow. Well, I hope it sells you. I hope you start getting the momentum on that listing, on the sales. Good stuff. Did you do the pullback test on the shoes? I do them if I think it looks like they need a pullback. These are very new. I didn't actually do it on these. They're so new. But if they look like... I did have a pair where I didn't, and it got me. But the shoes was... I got a whole stack, and they were so cheap. But, yeah. So one got me. Damien's had a busy day. Jigsaws. Never buy a corner piece jigsaw. Busy day yesterday. Sold a load of jigsaws and ball games through no fault of my own. Oh, well, someone's got to do it. What have I done in your business? That's a very good question. So I bought in all my stock that I got at the weekend. I put it on my spreadsheet for where I keep what stock I've got. I filmed that, so that'll be a video going out later. I got the stuff out, ready to pack, and then I got the stuff out, ready to list. What else did I do? That's about it, really. That took all the time. So I think I started around about 8 o'clock. There you go. I'd have to list 10 a day and sell 10 a day to be empty by March next year. Yeah. I think I'm looking at my numbers in the last week. I'm giving away everything I'm going to say tomorrow. But I'd say it's been sort of, when I started the listing challenge, I was listing 10 a day, 10 a day, 10 a day. And the sales were like 200 a day, 200 a day. Is like really strong. And it's probably gone to about half of that on both fronts. So like, listing 5 a day and selling 5 a day. So I've been selling about 5 a day, and the turnovers are around about 700 for the week, so £100 a day. So it just goes to show like what you put in is what you get out, definitely. So I wouldn't want to go in any less than that, and I know I've got the little wiggle room to do more. So there we go. Monkey Thrift is testing a skybox. You had the wrong remote, you numpty. Right, okay. Moving on. Do drop in the chat anything you want me to talk about, or if you want to talk to other people. But I hope you're all listening and all working. There's T on my keyboard. Can you believe that? Right, Hot Star. Great condition. Let's have a look. I do like my hotters. And as usual, it's gone to the gallery view. Let's get it on the list view. Let's have a look at solds. Navy new other. Okay, it's such good condition, honestly. Just a little dusting on the sole. Buy it now. I'm going to stick in navy. I think it'll be too narrow a search to find, but you never know. It's coming up with a load of different models, so it's not coming up with Star anymore. Okay, Hot Star. Leather trainers. I don't think they're leather. Well, maybe they are. Yeah, maybe there's a bit of suede in there. Oh yeah, it's leather. The old leather symbol, like a skinned calf skin. That's a leather symbol. So they went for £15. Blue lace up nubuck suede shiny, £25. Star red lace trainers, pretty good condition. £20, not £15. So between 15, 20, 25. I'll try 20. I think they're a good size. There's a red pair that's gone for 20. I'm doing 20. Do you recommend scheduling listings? Go live at 7. Scheduling's quite good if you are trying to get like a set number per day and to set it up in advance. So if I was in the groove on listing and I'd managed to do like 40 listings in one day, I would either schedule 10 a day. I don't think it matters on the time. The only time I think it matters with timing is if you're doing auctions. So if you're doing auctions, it used to be the thing of if you could schedule, if you could list it on a Thursday at like around about 7 or 8 o'clock, it ended on like a 10-day auction would end on a Sunday. I do pretty much all bins now, all buy nows. So yeah. Gary needs to put in more this week because it's quieting down. Yeah, it ebbs and flows, I think, and that's the thing, isn't it? Hello again, Pete. I wanted to ask if becoming more established as a seller and growing in demand has taken the fun out of selling at all, or does looking at the bank balance still outweigh the negatives? Looking at the bank balance doesn't outweigh the negatives. Probably more, being a reseller, I think for most people is not a route to make loads and loads of money. And that's an honest viewpoint on it. I'm doing this after working for like 25 years. So doing it all the time, does it take the fun out of it? Well, funnily enough, as with everything, it probably has its plus points and it has its minus points. I do not enjoy. I was going around the boot fairs at the weekend, kind of saying, I can't wait. It was a weird mix of emotions because I was saying, God, the boot fairs are rubbish at this time of year. It's dark, it's colder as you get up. I was up at 4 a.m. on Sunday. I do not enjoy getting up at 4 a.m. I do not enjoy going around a crap boot fair where the sellers seem to be charging too much. There seem to be a lot of people and you're just missing out on seconds by things. And I was kind of like saying, I can't wait for these to end. But I know that come, after the Christmas period where I'm not going to boot fairs, and come April, I'll be like, I can't wait to go to these boot fairs. The plus points of these is the flexibility, the feeling that like I'm in control, that hunt that you have of trying to find something really nice, and just being in control of your own destiny and getting better at it as you move on. Also, talking to other resellers is always great. So it's really a mixed bag. It's not a simple of like. Certain things you get sick of more as you see them more, but other things cheer you up. So there you go. I hope that answers your question. Real mixed bag of emotions. I still love it. I mean, if you said to me, "Oh, do you want to go and get an office job for 3 times more money than you're earning?" And I'll probably say no, to be honest. So there you go. Real mixed bag. No one ever sold a scheduled listing. Well, I don't know about that. I'm testing old vintage games. Very difficult as I enjoy the testing. Yes. Be careful of the time sink. Phil Higginson, knock on my door yesterday. It was the postman on a Sunday. I think they are beginning to do Sundays. You can make excuses. It's words of wisdom. I think we're on a little section. Maybe Cinema Music could do his own channel of words of wisdom by Cinema Music 55. Never excuses. It's just reasons. I'd never make excuses. There's a week I haven't made much money. The reason is this. It's not like, it's because of anyone else. So yeah. But you see people really focused on I'm going to make loads of money, I'm going to turn over, and all well and good to them. It's more about flexibility and control for me. I don't want to particularly bust my balls to try and get $100,000 turnover. That's not what I'm about, really. You've come to the wrong place if that's what you want to do. What I'm about is trying to get around about, in a nutshell, if I can get $60,000 turnover, but it be high profit and efficient reselling. That's what I'm looking for. Easy to pack, easy to source, good margin. There we go. Possibly. Me saying my boot fairs are closing down, it's my regular boot sales. So there we go. There we go. Right. Oh, your chat stopped me from listing. Never mind. Let's get on. Any more questions? I love the questions. I love them. And how I do it, it's not how you should do it. It's just how I should do it. I'll never tell anyone what to do. We have lots of different people who do lots of different ways. We have them on. Having the Tuesday is great because you see the differences. It's fantastic. I don't think so. Yeah, I really don't think so. I don't see why it would. Okay, what size were these? 6. Schedule. I would schedule. It helps you plan. If you've already done 10, listings today, the one thing not to do is boom and bust on your listing. If you've got 100 things to list, don't do them all on a Monday and leave the next 6 days blank. Do set it up for 15 a day. 105 will be 15 a day. Or if you've got 70 listings, don't do them all on a Monday. Either list them every day, or draft them so you can make them live every day, or schedule them so they come live every day. That's what I would do. If you don't do, if you want to do them all in one day, then go for it. But what's the date today? 10th of the 10th. 10th of the 10th. 2020, 2022. I believe I'm in week 15. Navy. Now, do I put navy in the colour, or do I put navy blue, or do I put both, or do I add both in separate fields? I'll put navy. I think you would look for navy if you were looking for navy coloured shoes, but I don't know. Do I bother with the US size? I don't really want to, but I will. Do I bother with the European size? I don't really want to, but I will, seeing as it's obvious. Okay, item condition used. Excellent condition. They are excellent condition. Okay, so that's my condition description. I'll copy that. I'll stick it in the item description along with the title. I'm probably going to repeat myself, but talking about like different ways of doing stuff, it really was apparent to me. I'm on small parcel free, so we're going to put free. 379 is what I do for postage. It was apparent to me yesterday. I did 29 listings, but it was all easy peasy media stuff. And some listings are easier than others. So when you look at the listing league, you may look at some of the people and go, "Oh my God, they've listed like 150 things," but it's all dependent on what it is. So, I mean, Gary will know. We've talked about it, that you can't really get anything from those numbers apart from the one thing I've got from it is, all right, what you're bringing into your store and the number that you're bringing out. And I seem to be heavy on the stuff that's going in, not too heavy on the stuff that's going out. So look at the listing, look at the price. But in terms of like, someone's listed 100 items or 150 items and I've only done 30. When I sell something like for £225 or 250 quid, I kind of think, how many £5 listings is that? So I was listing a lot of really, it was replacement CDs for a box series, which will sell because I've sold it before. But it's a very kind of like throwaway listing. But still a good listing. Like, Game of Thrones box set contains 5 CDs. I sell replacement CDs for like £3.50. Probably make £2.50 for each one. So it probably means I make a tenner on the box set. So I don't think I'd get that if I sold the box set. So it's all very, swings and roundabouts. But the numbers, 29 listings, it took me an hour to do, as opposed to like listing an Amiga, or listing a video recorder. All swings and roundabouts. Lee's in for his 10-minute tea break. Good to see you, Lee. Right, no difference between spending 1 day a week drafting and scheduling them out across a week and listing the same number as you go day by day. I'd say it's all just down to planning, really, and how you want to plan. And very, very wise words there. Very wise words. Efficiency of what you do. Is navy a check box or a custom? It's just colour. Colour I was filling in. Colour on the drop down. Lee, what are you drinking? Coffee? Tea? Let us know. Hot chocolate? Hot chocolate? Yeah, I'd ignore that. Cinemas being funny. Funny by name. You won't sell it to yourself. Yeah, a lot of people, again, a lot of people do sort of say, if you've got it, list it, get it on, get it on, get it on. I would always, I would never boom on bust on listing. Buy a rubber mallet so that okay. Right. What else we got? Another item source this weekend. I've sold this a few times years ago. Haven't picked one up in ages. Quite heavy, so it will go medium parcel. It was, I wouldn't pay over £5 for that. I think it was like £4 or £5. And they looked it up at the store. They said they cost 30-something quid in Smythe. I was like, Smythe? What are you going on about? They're talking about Smith's, the toy shop. Does anyone else call it Smythe? It's like, what? Smith's toy shop, innit? Let's see how much they go for on eBay. I think it's probably going to be around 20-ish. As the stock slowly slides and almost falls over, the World of Peter Rabbit box set. Peter Rabbit. So yeah, I've sold a few of these. Let's have a look. Got to buy it now for $18.99. Someone trying to get £5 post. $18.99 seems cheap. A load of bids. Let's have a look at solds. Sold £16 bids. All right, let's stick it on bins. Bin is buy now for anyone who wondered what the hell I'm going on about. Condition used. Yeah, £40 new. Can we just have used, please? There we go. Used, buy it now. I can't find. None there. Are you joking me? The World of Peter Rabbit box. World of Peter Rabbit. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at auction then. There's none on auction sold. Oh, there's one. £31. 15 bids from Australia. Okay, so I've got to rely on current listings. And I'll, again, filter it on bins and used. What's going on here? Okay, there's none there. What? The World of Peter Rabbit. I'm missing a trick here. Okay, any condition. Why didn't that one come up on my other search? Okay. New other, £23. Pre-owned, £26. Probably won't sell. New other, that's from the States. So the cheapest pre-owned is £19 for £5 postage. Then we go £25 for new other, £23 for new other, £26 for pre-owned. So I think that £19 is a little bit low. I'm going to go £20 plus my. I do charge £7.50 postage, which is my standard for my courier. I might bring that down to £5 because it will go medium parcel. So that's probably around about £4 something. And I just think it looks better to see £4.99 postage rather than £7.49 postage. So that's all right. I knew, well, that's probably why I stopped picking them up so much, because it's okay, but it's not absolutely brilliant. I should get it sold though. What week did I say I was on? 14, 15? What a Peter Rabbit did a hardcover. It's very good condition. Not excellent condition, but very good condition. Obviously, just been in a cupboard for years. How many books is it? 23, is it? Yeah. Complete collection of original tales. Let's just copy that. Tales 1 to 23. There we go. Yeah, nice little thing. Standard sort of pickup. Someone will have that for 20 quid rather than buy it for 30 quid in the shop or 35 quid. Medium parcel. Edit the price for this listing. Let's stick it at $4.99 or £5.99. Pound difference. Let's go $4.99. Save and close that. I'm getting a little bit sick of sometimes getting offers. I wouldn't want to accept an offer on that, so I'm actually going to go in and take offers off that. Normally, you think you'd have it on for everything. I normally do, but you know, where you think it's a fair, where you think it's a fair price, and you sort of like think it should go for that. Why is this thing not going? It's whirring around. Oh, I had this the other day when I changed my individual price for an item on postage. It whirs around and doesn't do it. Probably a problem with the new listing. So that's a bit of a pain. What I've been doing is reducing the item price and going in with £7.50 postage. Has anyone else had that? So I can't edit the individual price. Okay, it's just gone cheaper. Right, Shabba. Hello, Shabba. How you doing? Right, all people are saying, would you rather list if you've got it or save as draft? It's not letting me list it live because I've added no photos. Right, let me catch up with the chat. Oh, we have differences of opinion. Let's start here. Very important comment. Thank you. Potato. Potato is a punchline to a great joke, I know, but I can't say it because it will probably be offensive to someone. So I won't. Never sold a... right, I got you. I can't do volume selling unless it's gaming due to lack of severe storage space. I'm quite happy. So yes, small amount in, small amount out, or medium amount out. Twinings or twinnings? Twinings. Mango, pineapple, and ginseng. Ooh, that'll pep you up in the morning. A little bit of ginseng. Right. I saw Tommy had a photo the other day of this pile of shoes. Oh, I love that. You know, to be able to get a contact who just gives you stuff in bulk, which is good. You can make money on. You've got this whole load of stuff you can just get your teeth into. All the same. You know, niched. Anyway, so I was looking at that. I was so well gel. If I could list my weekly goal in one day, I would do it in a heartbeat. And that's why it's, you know, like I say, if you're listing 10 a day and you know you do 70 in a week and you add those 70 items, if I could get them all done on a Monday, and James Boldfines was talking about this, focus on doing it on those first 2 days and you can just go and do other stuff. But in terms of going live on eBay, I wouldn't have them go live all at the same time. I mean, it might not make a huge amount of difference, but I just prefer them to go out. That's just what I would do. I would do it in a heartbeat and work on other things the rest of the week. Needing to list daily is a YouTuber farce. Yeah, but going live daily, I think, does help. I don't know. You know, I don't know for sure. I haven't got the official eBay memo. So, you know, you can see on this, people will have different ways of doing it. You just got to find a way you like to do it. I always prefer stuff going live every day. Do like being in the groove and getting it all done and then going off doing other stuff as well. Which is why if I had 100 items to list, I'd list them ASAP, not wait. Yeah, well, yeah. Because the flip side is get them on your store and they can all sell. So, yeah, it's all different opinion, which is great. What else we got? I didn't get a notification I went live. It's probably because I set it up with about 2 minutes to go. So not very often I will am organised enough to let the world of the World Wide Web know that I'm going live. Which is, I was thinking this morning, maybe I should, you know, have a look at the YouTube income stream and try and make more of it, not next year. Who knows? It may happen one day. No boots. Poor charity shop stocks. I haven't been to a charity shop in probably 2 years. Sunscreen's ill. We'll hope that they get better. Yeah, one of those days. Posh tea. Yeah, it wasn't going to be like Circle K own brand, was it? What did you pay? Who, me? For what? Where? No idea. Under a fiver. Do you favour electronic gadgets to sell? Mix. If it can make money, I'll have it. But then again, if I can get a load of stuff that's like all the same and I know it, I'll have it. Never will turn down a decent profit on anything. It's something. I mean, sometimes I do sell really. There's certain items that I do know about, which I would say is my niche that I will get and won't often go on about them too much. So there is those items I will look for. Anyone looking for anything special in the price? I don't have Prime, so no. Storage is one of the biggest issues with holding stock. Source it, list it, get it out. Very good advice, and that's what I've learned from doing the listing league. It's not been about looking at other people's numbers and going, "Oh, I wish I was them." It's not been about what I've learned is looking at my own numbers and seeing just that balance is off. Yeah, I'm listening a lot, but look at it needs to come in and go out. Definitely. All this hoarding like squirrels is not like very true. Very true. It's the most sensible thing you've ever said. I've noticed eBay being quite crashy. It's been asking me to log in about a week ago, asking me to say how many trains I can see, and it was sending me a thing. Yeah. Game changer. Click on filters. Lock filters. Yeah, that is a game changer. I know what you mean. But is it only on the phones? Don't think you can do it on desktop, which I wish you could. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that was £34,000 listed value shoes, which probably, what would that be in pounds sterling? £34,000 sterling. Brilliant. Fantastic. I love it. Ian, good to see you. Someone picked up a box of sealed football, I think they might have been World Cup stickers at the boot fair this week and showed it to me. It's like, oh, great, I wish I'd had that. I think that's good. Apparently the price of stickers is, how much does it, someone put it in the news recently, it would cost like, I don't know, I think it was like $1,000 or $2,000 to complete a complete set of the latest, sticker books, football sticker books. I'm drinking a Law in what? A drop of Baileys at this time in the morning. My God. The filters sold condition just don't appear to return the consistent results on the eBay mobile app. Yeah, I tend to work off PC. I have champagne taste but lemonade budget. I'm probably the opposite. I buy the fancy tea when it's half price. Very nice. Loving the master. Check out Master of Pieces. He's cracking. He is. Love him. A champagne budget. The reasons our sales drop. There we go. The reasons our sales drop is not listing daily is because good stuff sells fast. It's very true, isn't it? Sometimes you look round and go, and I've said this countless times, I'm only left with the crap. Or you're only left with stuff that isn't listed well or priced wrongly. You may also have some crap. But yes, always look for stuff that sells. I'm exactly the same. Why aim to have a death pile? List, get it in, get it gone. Yeah. Different strokes for different folks, obviously. Peter Ray's in the house. Peter Ray, let me know what you did this weekend, Pete. I did not. Well, I was at a boot fair you don't go to, but did you go to Hook? How's your earrings, Lee? Let us know about your earrings. Number of listings is taught. Oh yeah, I don't know what a taught. What's that mean? What's taught mean? I thought that was a sort of cake, a taught. Is that a Dallas phrase? A Texas phrase? Sorry, I don't think you're in Dallas, Tommy. Texan phrase. What the hell does taught mean? A myth? Is it a myth? I used to think, oh, I want to get my store up to 8,000 listings, 1,000 listings, sorry. But it's civil wrong. It's like a legal term. What does tort mean, UK? Tort law. Oh, I think he's saying it's a wrong. It's a myth. Yeah, like I say. Give us Humphrey Bogart. eBay was crap on Saturday. Listening to so buggy. Yeah, a lot of people are finding problems with that. God, there's a lot of chat. Number of listings on eBay is another YouTube bamboozling. Yeah, honestly, get it in, get it out. If you have a store, if you can consistently do this by good sourcing and like have whatever number, but let's just use 100 as a number. I've got 100 things coming in my store. I've listed them in the week. And look at what I've sold. I've sold 100 things. They've gone out my store and I've made money on them. And I can guarantee I'll get 100 things next week and get them in, get them out, get them in. And if you can get all your stuff in, all the stuff that you've got, I've got 1,000 things here. I've got to list them all. If you can next week, then do that again. That's the way to do it. Hello, James. Good to see you. Do send your numbers in for the Listing League. James reminded me being here. Anyone who's involved in the Listing League, try and get them in today. Gives me a little bit more time. My numbers are on this scrappy bit of paper. I was adding them up yesterday. Not great this week either. Not great. It's not about it being great, though. It's just about, what's this? Yes, Peter, it is getting harder and harder to work out if your listing is good enough. I've had a pair of DMs, 0 views for a month, and then it's 2 words to the titles. Yeah, the little tricks of listing. Yeah, let's know what those words were. Was it Dr. Martin? No, I don't think so. You make your profit when you buy the item. Yes, that's an old saying that I know. Yeah, very true. Always make sure you buy well. Very true. Self-employment is about cash flow, tying up cash on stuff that takes a year to sell. Yeah, yes. This is all brilliant stuff. I mean, even like I say, I've noticed, my balance is out at the moment. The number I'm selling should be higher, and I've got to look at this current stock and look at it. Yeah, this is all great advice. I love it. And my numbers are poor last week. Busy externally. That's fine. I've been busy externally as well, which is a phrase that can cover a multitude of things. Thank you, happy chap. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, Insta's the best. Do send your numbers on Insta. That tends to be my go-to place. If your stock needs dusting, your method needs adjusting. Yeah, I've lots of analogies. Like eBay's like a sausage machine. eBay's like a penny fountain, because sometimes you get a big win, but other times you're putting it in, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Your eBay store, treat it like a fish shop. So if you've put a fish on the shelf, you want to sell it quick and fresh. You don't want to be there in 6 months' time going, I've still got my fish, because it will stink. Yes, very true. I had Doc Martens in titles already. Added industrial and DMs. Yeah. What is it that people are searching for when they want that item? Get inside the brain of the buyer. Now, what about that garage load of Lego? Well, yes, it's constantly mentioned. Yeah, I did buy many a moon ago 1,500 or 1,200 pounds worth of Lego. I sold 80% of it and probably tripled my money, and there's some left. Very true, very true. Which takes up probably not very much space at all. But keep mentioning it, cinema music, because Got to go. Do have a productive day. Sometimes the listing never gets picked up, and that's why I do sell similar and try and look at the number of views it's had, look at the number of watchers, look at your reporting listing report. Give it a tinker. Sometimes a little tinker can just do it. Yeah, don't worry about them being low. It's not about them being high, low, anything. It's just about the conversation. And what is really good on that listing league is, you give me your numbers, but of course the numbers don't mean anything. But tell me something about your week. Just say, I've had a brilliant week, really got into it. I've been listing all this media, or got a load of, it was Tommy, got a load of trainers, been really focusing on that, or I've had a crap week, just not into it, or car's broken. Tell us about it. It's fine. It's all about the discussion. Tom P had an item on for a long time, which have sold similar on low price items. So other listings, there are other listings on eBay, lower price. They seem to be selling. Why not mine? Yesterday, rephotoed and created a whole new listing, original price. Went like that. Just goes to show, doesn't it? And that is a great example of what happens, what can happen. So look at those old listings. Right, I've got another pair of shoes, and I've only got 9 minutes. How many I've listed 2 things? It seems to have a little splash of tea on it for some reason. This cost £1. That'll go at Christmas if I don't drop it. And I imagine it's worth around about 10 to 15. Right, what's it called? 3D. Who's it made by? Sort of stuff I used to Amazon, but do less of that these days. Let's see if I can just get 3 listings drafted quickly. All right, brand new, $15.99, free post. Okay, so yeah, 10 to 15. Let's look at sold. Brand new sold £15 on an offer, £4.45 postage. Brand new sold £15 on bids, £3.35 postage. Brand new £22.99 free post. So it's a little bit all over the place. £10 brand new apparently, but it looks like it's been opened. This one is sealed. So brand new. That is a great price. $15.99 is cheapest. Let's just have a look at the bins. $12.99 with best offer. I'm going to put it on for $16.99. I think it will sell at Christmas. I'll definitely sell at Christmas. Let's get a good title. Now, do better titles come up higher on the search, or is it just the more recently listed, cheaper stuff? I'd probably go for some more recently listed, cheaper stuff. But look, some of these titles are rubbish. They're all in bold. All in uppercase, not in bold. Well, let's take that one. Do drop that, Arsenal. Yeah, I've sort of said it's the ideal gift for a Tottenham fan you don't like. Or a Chelsea fan. So yeah, $16.99 plus $3.79 postage. I think that will sell. I mean, it is ideal Christmas present. That's weird. It's brought in the photo, but the stock photo seems to be the Tottenham 3D puzzle. A bit bizarre. I'm going to check if it's got like an NPN on it. It's obviously wrong. Right, custom label. 10-10 week. What week we're in? What week are we in? week numbers is how I drive my skews, so that's why it's important for me. So we're in week 41. It's week 15 because I'm on a 26-week cycle. This makes sense to me. It probably won't make sense to a lot of people, but I've got 26 shelves basically. So right, I've got an MPN. Yeah, I've got an MPN in there. 3905. Any obvious MPN here? I think it's 3735. Let's try that. Add. It doesn't match the EAN. We'll remove the EAN. Where's the EAN? Let's stick in barcode. I think that's the EAN. I mean, all of this is just pain in the eye. Give me. Oh, we probably can scan it actually. EAN. All Arsenal. Yeah, used product. That's fine. Okay, so that will probably help with people searching for it. Apparently, new. New and sealed. I'm doing the item description. And that's all I'll put, new and sealed. I don't tend to waste a lot of time on item descriptions. I think it'd be interesting to see if you could get numbers on how many people used to look at that than as to how many people look at it now. What did I say I was going to do on this? I was going to do $16.99 plus postage. So 20 quid all in. So for later. Right, that's 3 down. I'll do 2 more pairs of shoes. And this is new. Look at that. The other ones just had a little bit of, had been worn. These are nice. Look at that. They look nice. Hotter for your funky 8-year-old. Stella. Hotter Stella. So a sold pair, I'd probably aim for between 15 and 20 quid. So I'm thinking 25. Someone's trying to sell pairs for a tenner used. So the condition new. I bet there aren't any. No. Let's look at solds. No, none new. So let's have a look at any condition sold. New other, £25.99 free post. I'm going to go £24.99 with postage added on because they are new rather than new other. New unworn. If they're new unworn, why don't you put them as new other? Weird. Does it have Old Trafford in the box? Yeah, thankfully the box is sealed. That Airfix model. It was just the model that was sealed inside an open box. Live and learn, don't you? Live and learn. Right, we're coming up to the hour. Let me know what your plans are. Let me know what you'd like to see on the channel, what you like, what you don't like. Because like I say, I've probably recently been doing less haul videos, even though I have done one today. I'm doing a lot. I tend to be doing like this the live on a Tuesday. Let me know what you like and what you like to see, because I like making the channel useful and interesting, and and that relies on knowing what people who watch it want. Right, new unboxed. Yes, size 5.5. And I'd say £24.99 plus postage. New unbox, excellent condition. And for new resellers as well, I'm not too sure how many new resellers I've got in actually, because we've got all the usuals are in the bar. But if you're a new reseller, because as a new reseller, I think you do look for information. A lot of the people in the chat know how they do things. They're not necessarily going to change. It's always interesting to hear what other people are doing, but they're so long in the tooth. They know that they're not going to. Every reseller is doing it differently because they're selling different things and doing it, got different setups. But yeah, if you're new to reselling, I remember when I was like a new reseller, the postage just used to infuriate me, and I was like, "How do you do what the?" And now I'm just like, "Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know I should get a Royal Mail account, actually, business account, and I did that, but I gave the wrong bloody phone number. For some strange reason, I gave my mum and dad's phone number. Weird." So I was talking to my mum, and she was like, "Well, just had someone from the Royal Mail ring." So I've got to do that again. That's something I should do soon. Right, 5.5. There we go. US shoe size. What is it? 7.5, 38.5. Wouldn't it be great if we could live in a world where all our shoe sizes were the same? That would be good, wouldn't it? We should all change to I don't know. What's the best shoe size measuring way? Probably not ours. Probably ours is based on like 12 grapes to an imperial, gallon or something. Right, save that for later. And one last pair of shoes. What's black and white and red all over? Yes, it's a sunburnt zebra or a newspaper. I've got a zebra now. It's sitting on the floor with me, handwriting labels. My listing numbers are higher than I put them because I never bothered to add the ones that sold in the same week. Okay. I have 0 quantity, so the listing stays there. It's not important that they're exactly right or whatever. I mean, it's good, they should be right. But if it's 1 or 2 or whatever, what's important is how your week's gone. So that little extra sort of discussion bit. The job for when I finished today, had to settle the zebra by online postage. Yeah, it's fairly easy. What one you got? I think I got the 450, I think it is, or 400 and something. Just sticking a USB in, it was up and running. Pretty easy. Thanks, Pete. Send them along. It would be good to have a live with everyone discussing how they think eBay actually works and their recent stories. Yeah, I do kind of enjoy that, and I suppose the Tuesdays is a bit of that. Not actually focused on eBay, but yeah, that is a good idea. How does eBay work? What do you need to do? That's like finding the Holy Grail. What am I doing wrong? Okay, last one. The 420D. I've got the ZP450. So old box says, it's not going to say what it is, birch on there. Not the same shoe in the box. So I will probably I'll probably just stick it. If that label doesn't come off easily, I will stick a label over it because I will send it in the box. And these are polka. A little bit of wear on these, but they are nice leather shoe. I will polish these up. Again, hardly any wear has been worn. They are used. They're not new or new other. And just need, a little bit of scratching here and there. Just need a polish before photographing. But yeah, leather, hotter shoe, very comfortable. I imagine it's going to be 15 to 20. So no current polkas on. Okay, any solds? Yes, £15 plus postage. Size 6. What are these? These are size 4.5. Right, so sell similar. So that's for a pair of black. I've got a pair of brown. I think I'm going to try $15.99, just try an extra pound. You know, trying to think, can I get more? I want more, obviously, but I want it sold. And if I can get it sold, I'd have to look up how much these cost me. It would be a £5 or under, probably less than a £5 because of the sort of condition of them. They're not brand spanking new. If I can get £16 and get it sold quick, that is more than 2 times what I paid, which is good for a good sale in and out. A quick sale and an easy one to pack. And that's like more than 2 times taking into account fees and packing materials and all of that sort of jazz. Right. Why is it in media? The thing with the new listing tool is that you're constantly suggesting a wrong shop category. I would rather it suggested no shop category rather than suggest media for a pair of shoes I'm listing. Right, size 4.5. Colour brown, hotter boot style booties. Colour brown, leather boot, women 4.5. Heel height low. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Heel style kitten. Yeah, yes, I think it is. Do I put in the US shoe size? I'm assuming I've only got one size in the shoe. Yeah, okay. US 6.5, EU 37.5. Let's put it in. US EU shoe size 37.5. Model Willow. Why is it Willow? They've obviously done a sell similar. It's not a Willow. It's a polka. There we go. Add that in on the model. Used. I'm going to put very good condition for these. Very good condition, very little wear. And then I'll put see photos. It will be the photos form part of the description. Never forget that. So always good to reference the photos. Oh, can't wait to have a cup of tea and something to eat, I'll tell you that. So that's 5 good listings done today. My plan for the rest of the day is I've got 5 items I've got to pack and get out. I'll probably have a little bit of a tidy up because I'm in a mess. I thought a good stream would be get a load of really good resellers who have good YouTube followings, which is always good for a YouTube channel anyway. So I'm talking like Brum Reseller, Chatty Pete, George Ross, Nick Z, old school ones, Ricky Resell, some of that lot, and get them on and just ask them, what are you bad at? What don't you do well? Because often knowing stuff like what are you bad. I've done videos before on like bad pickups, bad buys, because you get a lot of too much of like, aren't I doing brilliantly? I've gone from £2 £200 and look at me, I'm brilliant. I would much rather see a look at my cock up video because it's obviously honest, but nobody does is 100% perfect. And seeing those, where people muck up, just will make you. I think it just puts a little, signpost in your mind. So if someone's done a video, I bought this item and I should have checked this. You'll know that if you see that item or a similar item, you should check that. Little things like that are priceless. But can I get? I mean, Brum Reseller. I watched Brum Reseller, but I don't think I've never spoken to him, and I've never sold. I think I messaged Chatty Pete on Insta because he used to do Insta probably about 3 years ago. But he seems like a big YouTuber now. He's like a massive YouTuber. He probably doesn't think that at all. He probably thinks, oh, he's just someone who does YouTube. And probably it was probably some people who watched me thinking, oh, I'm a big reseller. I'm not at all. If you do want to contact me, do get in contact. Don't be backward in coming forward. Right, save that for later. Right, I'm going to get the photos done for all that as well. Right, 10 minutes over. Sorry, I do try and keep these to an hour. Let's just catch up with the chat and then I'll let you get on. It's the same joke every week. It wasn't funny last week. Don't say that, Sam. Well, there you go, Gary. You can message Sam if you have any problem. I don't think it's that much trouble, really. I think all you have to do is the paper size is like it's the 4x6 or whatever it is. Let's have a look. Well, you'll get it. If you have any problems, Gary, give us just message me. Pete is going to stand outside and wait for my delivery man. Sitting on the dock of the bay. You need the void fill. Did you get your boxes, Pete? And Pete, I want to talk to you. I know you get a lot of boxes from where you used to work. How easy is it for you to pack a Guitar Hero guitar? Because I can't be arsed with them, to be honestly. And again, it's something I used to pick up, and maybe I don't. And I gave Pete a couple the other day. Is there a good video? Would be a quick way to pack a Guitar Hero guitar, because they're also good. Good thing to flip. Yes, focus on the listing. Hope you're all right, Kath. You've not been well. My kids haven't been too well, but it occurred all at the weekend. Great timing. Haven't missed any school. One was sick on Friday at just 10 minutes before school ended, and the other one wasn't too well yesterday, but they're all right now. Where's Catan been? For the duck race. Is that Chris? I think Chris does duck races, doesn't he? I've seen him. Printed single labels. I love my Zebra. I always used to think there's nothing wrong with my compact 4 labels on a sheet thing, and why do I need to get a Zebra? Said it last week. Don't have to pay for ink, don't have to pay for labels. It just comes off. I love it. Definitely. The listing tool is okay. Yes, it's okay, but it's a bit of a pain in the arse. I like the fact that you can put videos on there. I use that for my, vintage computers or consoles or whatever. Ricky Lee's bad at everything. Oh, don't let him hear you say that. I could do a whole video on it. Yeah, what you're bad at. Sorry, let's go through all of these. Oh, so that's about the Zebra. Right. Buying is the easiest part. Well, in actual fact, I sometimes find sourcing difficult, but there we go, each to their own. We have all the data to tell us when an item will sell. This is obviously going into eBay research. Yes, all the information is there. Who wouldn't use the data and run a livelihood on hunches or guessing? Imagine Amazon doing that. Yes, very true. Sometimes I will take a chance, but a lot of the stuff I will source is due to experience. I have done it, but I don't think I will of an evening sit down and go. I have researched on eBay, obviously, and I have spent a lot of time doing that, looking at solds, looking at things. But you can go on eBay and look at trends of sales and when certain trends sell. So, for example, you would know that I don't know, blow up paddling pools would sell more in the summer, and getting that knowledge, it's then using that knowledge and being able to go, okay, I'm going to buy a load of paddling pools ready for when they're in demand. It's a trick, isn't it? It's a trick of being able to do that. Right, what else we got? You see, when it's asked for, it's never that good. It has to come naturally. That sounded a bit hat stand. I hope that's not me. I think this is all to do with the Zebra. Plenty of bubble wrap and long box, unless you take the handle off. Yeah, I think it's one of those things. It is easy, but I bet there's a totally efficient way of doing it. Do you know what I mean? And rather than think, oh, I've got Guitar Hero, I've got to think about it. Knowing like, okay, it's just this. And, you know, yeah, if you had a long, thin, guitar-shaped size box and, you know, like the Guitar Hero boxes, you know, that they originally sold in, but you don't often source boxes like that, and maybe you just go and buy them, you know. But I tend to source all my packing materials from, you know. That's not good. Oh, plastic lid go crack, crack. Not good. Hello, Chris and Nadina. Are you lurkers or are you new? Always good to see. I don't think I've seen that name before. Great to see you. Everybody say hello to Chris and Nadina. Fantastic. I'm going in a minute. You can rewind. Look, watch me back on double speed. Well, have you got a YouTube? Let's have a look. I've never heard of that one. Chris and Nadina. Chris and Nadina. Yes, they do. 603 subscribers. Oh, let's chuck them a sub. Is it in the States or is it UK? Let's have a look. I haven't got my earphones plugged in. Full-time eBay resellers. Funko Pop specials. Right, a sub to that. Have we got an about? Aberdeen. Oh, sorry. I probably offended you. No, UK. Oh, there we go. There's a little sub up to 603, 604. 604. Drop them a sub if you fancy it. The road to 1K. I'm on the road to 3K. Will I ever get there? Probably not. Well done, Phil. You did something at the start of the stream. You sold 2 things already. We have YouTube. Yes, it looks fantastic. It looks like a very good channel. I will watch a bit of that over lunchtime. 2 guitars, easy. It'd be a good video, wouldn't it? Add a packet. Right, I am no problem at all. No problem at all. Get involved in the listing league if you fancy it. Send me your numbers. That's if you don't know what it is. On Tuesday we do a stream, and it's just if you can send me number of new items you've listed last week. So week just gone, Monday to Sunday. Number of items you've sold. So it's new items, not relists or sell similars. Multi-variation lists don't count more than one unless it's you need a photo for each different one. So if it's different color or different, like if it's different size, no. So there we go. Pack 5 live would be good. Right, I'm done. I'm done in. I'm going to get a cup of tea. Going to get something to eat. I'm going to maybe watch a bit of Chris and Nadina now. Check it out. Have a brilliant day, everyone. Hope your selling and working goes well. Yes, may the gods of eBay be with you. And I'm going to do my haul video. I'm going to probably release it at 3 o'clock. It's crazy, 2 videos in one day. And then I'm back on here tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the listing league. So I hope you can join me then. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon.